So two other remaining classes are contained in two separate class packs. So these smaller expansions have just adding another class, and they are Noble and Trickster. So each class pack contains only one of them. So yeah, you can add them to your roster of classes available for the game, and you can use all of the classes in each of these campaigns. So both in the campaign that's in base game, or for the Tesla campaign, and also you can play it with the Ultimate Trial game mode. So the Noble. The Noble is of course a representative of a noble social class, so someone highborn. But in the world of Into the Godsgrave, nobility comes not only from the origin, but from the possession of relics in the family, because relics are true, very the true source of power, because someone who has relics is enhanced with the powers of the divine essence. So they can be more powerful, more stronger, more wise, and many other different effects. So this people who become noble of this world, those people who were able to get relics into their hands. So nobles are basically using the relics they have passed from generation to generation to keep their power and wealth. And yes, this is interesting character because this noble is joining other classes, which are our this typical adventurers. So they have their own reasons to do so. But mechanically speaking, the nobles are...
Yeah, mechanically speaking, designing Noble and Trickster were actually something even more challenging and fun for me, because they needed to be something very different from the base classes and from the classic roles that we have in our team. And Noble acts as someone who is both a leader for a team, so he has a lot of cards that enhance the abilities of other characters and gives power to the whole team. But he also is very capable on his own for dealing with different tasks. They are skilled fighters, but they are also skilled in performing non-combat tests and else. And the thing that is very unique in Noble is that they constantly have to prove that they are worthy of being in position that they are. And this is represented by the fact that Noble class is connected with renown tokens. When you have this class pack with Noble character, you have also several Noble tokens. And this is kind of a meter that gives you information how renowned is your character, what is his reputation, and is it good enough to be considered to be a really worthy addition to our roster. And it works like that each turn you will always lose eventually some of these renown tokens, but for making good efforts, for rolling really high values in your tests, for defeating opponents, for everything that you need to do actually to progress in the game, and they can also reclaim these renown tokens. And some cards of the Noble have this keyword renown X, and this X is the number of tokens that they actually need in the time when you are playing this card to give also additional reward. So for example, if you are playing a card with renown 5 and you have only 3 or 4 of these renown tokens, you entirely skip this part of the text after renown 5. But if you have this renown tokens, you haven't lost enough of them, or you have reclaimed them once again, you play really powerful card, and the cards that are loaded with this renown are very potent. And I would say that playing as a noble is something that you need still to be the prime member of your group, because you need to keep this renown level high, and if you do, you are really being able to be a really good asset to your team. But if you fail under a certain level of renown, you have to reclaim it before you can really use the maximum of your cards.
So tricksters. Tricksters are our archetype of jack of all trades, a gambler, maybe a bit of a smart guy who gets to know how to get out of difficult situation. They are like these children of streets who are raised in big cities where they need to survive on their own, so they need to learn how to deal with deal around difficult situation and like some shady business, something like this. So these are people who can take care of themselves, and they have lots of luck, which is connected with the mechanic.
Yeah, and Trickster is a character, as Grzegorz said, who is a little bit jack of all trades. In some terms similar to a noble, because I wanted for both these classes to be like capable of everything a little bit, to be a worthy addition to our roster. But the luck that tricksters are depending on is represented by one of my favorite game mechanics overall when it comes to other games, because that they are using the push your luck mechanic. It's always dependent on the player how much do they want to risk when playing trickster, because they can achieve really great results, but always they risk everything, like if something will go wrong because they were too greedy a little bit. And it works like that just like noble have their renown tokens, and trickster have their own luck tokens, but they are double-sided, and on each luck token you have either a success or failure, and when you are performing a luck check, when you are playing cards that involve this luck check, you can flip as many tokens as possible, but you can at any point you can stop flipping unless you have flipped too many these busts, so too many tokens with the red side. That means you have busted and you lose all the effects that you were trying to achieve, and also sometimes gain some additional effect that is not good for your character and for your team. But if you are keeping your luck and you are pushing it in a good way, so you flip, for example, 3 tokens without this bust, you can have really good results. You receive more and more possibilities, and the fact is that when you are playing trickster, actually you can always play like very safely and don't try to push your luck at all. You can play very like on a low level and don't abuse it. But well, the most fun is when you are trying really, okay, I will try to deal with this really big enemy, or to deal with something that it seems impossible, but trust me, I will do that, and you can try, and this creates the really spectacular magic moments when you either do something that any other member of your team wouldn't be able to do, or if you are almost performing it and then you bust and you have like everything just went south, and you now have a lot to do to survive. So it's like a class that is involved with high risk, high reward. You can gain really good results, but you always need to keep knowledge that you can always fail, and then you will have to you can be in trouble then.